Hello, welcome back to the Beatdown Bandits podcast. I am Colin, and it's season 2, episode 2. There we go. Okay, those are getting harder as things go on, and like single digits and stuff still. So anyway, this is like total episode, like 29 episodes in. So honestly, kind of surprised this is still going. So thank you for everybody who still watches. They're somewhat popular, at least on YouTube. They are growing actually on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff. So feel free to jump over there and give it a listen too. That's slowly growing. And so yeah, very, very exciting. So it's kind of, if you're not super familiar with this, it's kind of a mixed bag of things. It's mostly about video games, but some other random stuff sprinkled in. So yeah, we're just sticking with that. So this is sort of the episode I had previously recorded for episode 1 for season 2, episode 1. So the season premiere. God, these words are hard. The season premiere for season 2, close to this, but I stopped it because I didn't feel like it was good enough, which I mentioned in the last and in the actual premiere. Ended up being a conversation and kind of like first somewhat interview for the podcast, which was cool. So yeah, if you're interested in coming onto the podcast, feel free to reach out to me. There's a bunch of different contact information on the description on YouTube. You just have to look me up and find it on there. Either way, email, Twitter, whatever, doesn't matter. Just reach out and let me know, and we can have a good conversation. So anyway, so today's episode is something I've kind of done in the past is brackets. Which I loved. There was a website that is now defunct. It was called like Brackify, I think. It was super fun. It was just loaded with millions and millions of brackets, and you could just kind of debate them and fill them out. And if you dig back a while on my YouTube channel, you can find some old videos on that. But there was no new website. Once that website was gone, there was no real bracket website where you can create any type of bracket and let people kind of fill it out for fun. Until now, there is a new one. So there's not a ton of stuff on it, but I'm hoping it grows just like the old Brackify website. So as long as this website continues to grow, I think it's brackifyfights.com, and I'll give them a shout out once we kind of get into that. Make sure I'm getting that right. But it seems to be pretty cool. But we're going to do a video game one. I haven't gone through it yet, so I'm not sure what's on it, but it's like the best video games of all time. And because it's a massive list, like 128 things, we're not going to talk about a lot of it. We're just going to kind of go. I don't want this to be like a 3-hour long podcast debating about those. We could very easily do sections of the bracket in one podcast and make it a multi podcast thing. And maybe we'll do that down the road. If somebody gets like a really good bracket, we will do that. So I'm going to pull up the bracket right here. I don't think there's any sound, so I'm not gonna worry about sound. Okay, so it is up there on your screen. So I'm actually going to let me refresh this because well, first of all, you can see how massive this is. You can see the games on the left and the right. So it's obviously a pretty big bracket. Again, these are all opinion-based things, so there's probably going to be a lot of like amazing games that are not on this. But this is the best one I saw that was on there. There was some that was just like Nintendo and some other smaller ones. I wanted to go for a big one, so here we are. So I'm going to refresh this because I want the window to be on here. Yeah. So it's gonna put a bigger window up where you can see the actual fight a little bit easier. So again, I'm not going to sit there and debate a lot of things. Some of them, if I hit a good matchup, maybe I'll talk about. But for the most part, I'm just going to go. I'm not a big fan of like horror games and stuff, so I'll disclose that right off of the bat. So a lot of those games are probably not going to do great on my list. So if there's a bunch of horror games in here, they're probably not going to go very well. Like Resident Evils, things like that might move up, but we'll see. All right, Crazy Taxi, so much fun. Both games disappointments. Is that fair? You know what? The story of The Division was really cool. The premise was really cool. Just the replayability was garbage, in my opinion, but it's still a fun game. Um, Farming Simulator, believe it or not, I have played. Wasn't very fun. I'm not the farming type, so maybe that's probably why. Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario Galaxy 1, first of all, is arguably the best Mario game in my opinion. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is up there. Super Mario World on the SNES is probably one, with Super Mario Galaxy, and then Super Mario Galaxy 2 right up there as well. Those are such fun games if you've never played them. I will give that to Super Mario Galaxy 2. State of Decay, and 2. Not fun. Halo. I got really bored of that. Star Wars Battlefront, again, disappointment. Like a lot of there's been so many Star Wars games that are just horrible. And speaking of, not horrible in a totally different way as Dark Souls. But this is Dark Souls 3, which I don't think I played. I was playing something recently. I think it was it 3? There's something on Game Pass right now, and it might be. But I will give it to that. I don't know what this is. It's probably just a karaoke thing. I think I played this, like, I think my son had this, like, on an old iPod. And it's a good little time waster, but that's kind of weird. The Wolfenstein games are still fun. The Crew 2 versus, this is like original, like, Nintendo Pac-Man. I don't know. I mean, nostalgic wise, yeah, Pac-Man's really good, but Crew 2 is a really good game. Plants vs. Zombies and Super Bomberman, neither I would consider the greatest games of all time. Although Plants vs. Zombies is still kind of like the last one, just kind of a nice little time waster. This is a good matchup because Jedi Fallen Order is fun. I am not a big Overwatch person myself. But I think I'm smart enough to realize that Overwatch is much bigger, so I will go with Overwatch. Goat Simulator in a list of greatest games of all time. Super fun. It's hilarious if like it's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and you're just like, I can stay up for another hour. That's a great game to play when you're slap happy. But Rainbow Six Siege is super fun. I'm just really bad at it, and everybody on there is so sweaty. So it's rough for me. Tetris, great game. Red Dead, greatest story of all time in my opinion. PUBG, I'm assuming it's not just the mobile version. PUBG, this might be controversial, but PUBG is trash. The new Modern Warfare is good. Fortnite, not a big fan of, but Ghost Recon Wildlands was disappointing. I never played with anybody. A lot of the Tom Clancy games that are like this, where you can squad up with people, are actually kind of fun, like The Division. But that was a disappointment to me. It wasn't quite as cool. The drones were cool, but in the grand scheme of things, Fortnite is the bigger game. Don't Starve, I just saw this recently. I have not played it. I didn't know it was that good, but yeah, I actually just saw this today. I have not touched it though. Roblox, I think I played like a little bit. Again, like I have kids, so this is a thing. I could see this being like a big game for kids. It's still like one of the top 2-3 games, right? So, God, like the NBA, like the 2K games and the Maddens and stuff. The problem is they're just recycled. It's just updated roster, and you're gonna pay $60 for it. So that's why I get frustrated with like the new sports games. If I treat it like as just NBA 2K in general, there's been some good ones and there's been some good stuff there. So yeah, like I mentioned, Resident Evil 2 I don't think was that great. The original, and then there was like 3 was really good. I can't remember which ones were like super awesome. I don't remember 2 being like really good. But I will go with that one because the whole Borderlands thing was not all that cool for me. Rocket League is fun. I will give that. Batman game, I don't know what this game is. This is like the Slither IO, right? The whole like IO games or whatever were very, very cool like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. I'll give it that. It's a fun game. The Master Chief Collection, super fun. I have played some of the Star Wars Lego games. I don't know if I have played Star Wars 3. I don't know. They're again fun. Halo is, especially the Master Chief Collection, super good. So this is kind of going back to the recycled sports stuff. The FIFA games are super popular. I am not a big Animal Crossing fan. I'll disclose that right now. I know it's big. FIFA's probably bigger. Angry Birds. Oh God. Actually, I heard Days Gone was actually really good. I have not played it. Full disclosure. I feel like that was also, there's like a lot of recycled stuff in a lot of those type of games. So I'll go with Angry Birds. It was new and different. Doom or Fallout 4. At least they didn't do Fallout. I don't know why people liked Fallout 76. It's hot garbage. But Doom, so good. Uncharted 4 and the original Black Ops, which was fine. The Uncharted series is cool. Side note, Indiana Jones is going to be like, I think, an Xbox exclusive, which I would imagine. And I think it's just going to be like that, almost like a competitor to Uncharted. Big time. All right, Half-Life 2. The Just Dance games, I get why they're so popular. They are unique and cool. Half-Life 2 is one of the best games of all time. Come on. Black Ops 4 or Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare was better than a lot of people, I think, give it credit for. I'm not a big Black Ops person, and I don't think Black Ops 4 was that good. I'm going to go Advanced Warfare. Injustice or Call of Duty. Infinite Warfare was trash. The Injustice, like, I remember playing on like on my iPad. It was kind of cool. Halo and like that We Happy Few is stupid. I don't know why people like that either. Tough matchup. If this were Fable 2, I would probably pick Fable 2. Fable 3 is basically unbeatable. I don't want to give any spoilers away for people who haven't played Fable 3. Amazing game. Fable 2 is a little better in my opinion. But I'll go Wii Sports because it's massive. Terraria was not fun, my opinion. Again, there's a lot of like Minecraft dropouts that fell to Terraria. Not great. Watch Dogs, again, a disappointment. Fun game. My dog is barking at something. All right, The Last of Us, good story. Gears 5 is fun if you just want to just shoot things. Last of Us, I like the stories. You know, those are good. Portal 2, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is great. It is an underrated game. All right, so second round on the left side of the bracket. So Crazy Taxi, The Division. I'll move The Division on, but I don't see it moving much faster. This is where the Super Mario Galaxy kicks in for me. I think it's that good. Sadly, I'm moving Dark Souls on. I don't see it moving on past that. Wolfenstein Crew 2, again, really good. I'm not a big into like racing games or whatever, but the Crew is fun just because of how much you can really explore. This is a good matchup right here with Rainbow Six, Red Dead. These are two games that I played a lot of. Rainbow Six has a lot more like replayability. The online is very cool. It has toxic moments. The Red Dead Redemption 2 online isn't as good in my opinion, but the story, like I said, is one of the best stories of all time. Modern Warfare or Fortnite. Wow. I mean, I played. I think with the Modern Warfare, the online aspect with the story is really good. The offline part of Fortnite is stupid. And to me, the online, while they do like cool events, like probably the biggest online events of any game, and their pro leagues are smart. They're giving away like 20 million in 2021 for prize money for pro leagues. So, hey, EA and Respawn, start throwing out some money. Good Lord. But I'm just gonna go with Modern Warfare. But shout out to Fortnite for the 20 million in prize money for this year. Like that's massive. Man, NBA 2K or Roblox. I mean, I don't know. I've never really played Roblox. 2Ks for me are just fun. Probably Rocket League. Again, like not a horror fan. Master Chief Collection is amazing. FIFA or Angry Birds. I'm not a big FIFA guy. I'm not big on either of these, to be honest. Um, I'll say FIFA for the sake of just it being bigger. Doom or Uncharted 4. We will go with Uncharted 4. Half-Life 2, easy. Halo 3, easy. Wii Sports or Watchdog Wii Sports, easy. The Last of Us or Sea of Thieves. I will do Last of Us. Sea of Thieves is good. All right, so now we're getting into some good matchups here. So Super Mario Galaxy. Let's do this. All right, Dark Souls Crew. Dark Souls has got to fall off this list. So now we have a good matchup here. Red Dead, I think. Moving on. God, yeah, I think Modern Warfare, but it needs to die off here too in this list, I think. Rocket League and Halo. I mean, Halo is so massive. I think we got to go with that. I'm gonna go Uncharted 4, Half-Life 2. Oh man, like a lot of people are gonna hate this, but I think like the greatest of all time, Wii Sports is a lot of fun, especially if you're playing with multiple people. Wii Sports is cool. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Again, if it was Galaxy 1, I don't know if Galaxy 1 is on the other side, but it's so much better. Red Dead. Master Chief. Half-Life 2 or Wii Sports. I will say Half-Life 2. That's a tough matchup, and this is a good matchup. You know what? I think for just oh man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really stuck on this one. Red Dead Redemption 2 or Super Mario Galaxy 2. What is the best? I feel like this is like I need a lifeline, like somebody to discuss this with me. Because I'm guessing there's not Super Mario Galaxy 1, I am going to treat this as Super Mario Galaxy in general, and I'm going to treat this as Red Dead in general, because I don't know if they'll put both Red Deads. If they do, then I'll adjust, but I'm going to treat this as Super Mario Galaxy versus Red Dead as a whole. I will say Super Mario Galaxy, because I still feel like Super Mario Galaxy is the best game of all time for Mario, Super Mario World, and then Super Mario Galaxy 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably, my opinion, the greatest story mode of all time. Okay, Halo Master Chief versus Half-Life 2. God, man, that Master Chief collection is good. As a matter of fact, I was actually looking at downloading the whole thing again, and it's like 140 gigs. So it's like, okay. So this is a big matchup. Finale, Super Galaxy 2, or excuse me, this is like the final four on one side of the bracket. So Super Mario Galaxy 2 versus the Halo Master Chief Collection. As the greatest games of all time, I mean, these are icons, Master Chief and Mario. I think I'm gonna do Super Mario Galaxy 2. That might be an upset, but that's okay. Spyro, so that's all part of the Skylanders stuff. Skylanders is fun. I hope there's like a Skylanders actual thing off of this. We'll see. So Titanfall, underrated, played it super late after Apex came out. Amazing game. The Far Cry series is so cool. Smash Brothers versus Payday 2. Payday is dumb. Sorry if I'm offending anybody, but Super Smash Brothers is epic. Mario Kart Wii versus Hello Neighbor. Mario Kart Wii. Like, Mario Kart Wii is one of the top games of all time. Skyrim, it's a little overhyped, a little overrated. I get it. Firewatch and What Remains of Firewatch. If anybody has not played Firewatch, played that through, it is fun. I totally forgot about that game, and I've just been kind of talking about it the last, like, I don't know, year or so. Like, oh man, what was that game? It is epic. It is a great story. The Sims and Sims 4, which is okay. The only thing I don't like about The Sims is like you always have to be doing something. Like I can't just like sit and chill. Like I always have to be eating, taking a shower, pooping, whatever. It's kind of obnoxious. So whoever makes The Sims, like, can you cut us some slack and give us a little bit more time in the day to not poop, eat, sleep? Like, come on. And like my toilet shouldn't break every 2 days. God, man, I'm not taking that big of dumps, right? Anyway, moving on. Forza Horizon 4. I've talked about this before. I don't know about it in the podcast, but at least like on streams and stuff. Speaking of which, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/GoBuckeyeGaming. Anyway, I've talked about this on Twitch before. Forza Horizon 4, awesome, if you've never played it. Oh, the original Space Invaders on the Atari 2600? Yeah. Super cool. I don't know. That was like a, yeah, da. I don't know what accent that was. All right, Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy games, overrated. But it's hard to, the Balloons Tower Defense, I think I put one on my YouTube channel. Shout out to youtube.com. So yeah, I think if you dig way back on like a playlist, I think I have put one of these out on my channel. It's fun. I used to play this back in like 2005. It's super cool. The I think I gotta give it to Final Fantasy. They're still epic. Until Dawn, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was a disappointment, but still a cool game, so I will give it to No Man's Sky. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and the Super Mario on the Wii, which was kind of obnoxious. It's fun, but man, it's hard co-op. If this was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 or 2, I would be okay with that. The third one I'm not a big fan of. And actually, the Skate games are better than I think the third one. What's this? Words with Friends or whatever. And, oh, there we go. Spyro's Adventure. Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, amazing. Black Ops 3, I think, was the good one. Silent Hill 2. And The Witcher 3. Oh, well, I gotta give it to The Witcher. Need for Speed and Gary's Mod. I love that whoever put this bracket appreciates Gary's Mod and the things that you can do with it. Need for Speed, fun. I also have Need for Speed on my channel if you want to go check that out. There's like 3 videos. It's not that cool. Gary's Mod, fun as hell. Dead or Alive 5 or Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is terrifying. I have that. I've played it. I don't think I have that on YouTube, and I don't even know if I've streamed it, but also kind of fun. Gang Beasts. So this is my style of humor. Gang Beasts is super fun. God of War, Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is okay, but Battlefield 1, I wonder if that's like on there. I thought Battlefield 1 was better. God of War, one of the best games of like the last decade. So Destiny 2 wasn't for me. The whole Destiny series wasn't that good in my opinion. Left 4 Dead 2, it's probably not going to move on past the second round, so sorry to tell you that. BioShock, fun. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, one of the best games of all time. Team Fortress 2, goofy and fun. Guitar Hero World Tour. I don't know what specifically is on World Tour, but I'm glad a Guitar Hero game or a Rock Band game is on here. Those were super fun. Inside, again, I have heard of. I think I saw this recently. I think it is also on Game Pass, but Human Fall Flat is so fun. Evil Within, again, that's one of the, they're super creepy games. Like I've seen like playthroughs of most horror games. It's just kind of gross, a lot of it. GTA 4 is awesome. Mortal Kombat 11, kind of like a recycled garbage of the last like 3 Mortal Kombats. They're fine. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna give this round to Beat Saber because of how clever it was. Such a cool idea. Zelda Breath of the Wind, which is the new one, right? Yeah, from like the Nintendo Switch. I have not played. From my understanding, it's like the second or third best Zelda game of all time. And The Walking Dead, this is the Telltale series or whatever. These were cool. I thought the Batman one was better. I have not played this Zelda game, but if there's no other Zelda game on here, I got to just move this forward. So I'm going to move that forward. Minecraft versus Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I have played at least through like the second or third one of Five Nights at Freddy's. They're fun for like 20 minutes at a time. Minecraft, you can sit there and realize like I'm 6 hours in. Dying Light, again, not a big horror person, and it's again, it's like there's so many of these games that are just kind of like recycled and not great. Same stories, in my opinion. And then Apex Legends. So anybody who watches my channel, sorry, you know what's going to happen. So this is the Batman Arkham Knight, which is fun because you can do, I feel like you're like a little bit more open world with this one. Black Ops 2, I think, was the not so great one, right? I can't remember. They're all blended garbage. Just Cause 3 is fun. GTA 5, one of the best games. I think GTA 5 is the highest grossing piece of entertainment of all time. So I think that's just going to move on. I don't even know what this is. It looks like probably like a Japanese game I've never played, and there's not even a title on it. So I don't even know what that is. Bully I've at least played. It's funny. It's not the best game of all time, so it's not going to move on. But Ark, not amazing in my opinion. Probably the farther you get, the better it gets. But you know, I was just playing solo, and it's not that cool. GTA San Andreas, again, amazing game. The original Sonic on the Sega Genesis, and Marvel's Spider-Man. So I have seen playthroughs of all the Spider-Man stuff, but this is Sonic. We're talking like this is not as good as Mario, but I still feel like needs to move on. Titanfall, Titanfall, a game I was not familiar with. Titanfall and Titanfall 2, like I was familiar with them, did not play through much of it. They're fun. They're great. The movement, like Respawn does such a great job with movement. So I will give them credit. I thought Titanfall 2, I haven't beaten either one. I've played more Titanfall 2. It's better than Titanfall, I think. Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart Wii, man. Like, well, see, this is interesting. So I'm going to go back on my experience and say Firewatch is more fun. Now, there's going to be a lot of nerds that are going to say Skyrim's the best game of all time. It's really not. It's an okay game, in my opinion. Like, I gave it my best shot because everybody was talking about it back in like 2012 or whatever, 13, whenever it came out. Bought it. I got sick of it after like 4 hours. Firewatch is a story that kept me going, I guess. All right, so Space Invaders, we gotta cut it loose here. Forza Horizon 4 is gonna move on. Final Fantasy, No Man's Sky. I do feel like the Final Fantasy games are just not my cup of tea. They are great, so I will give that to that. No Man's Sky was a disappointment and a lot of just the same planets copied and pasted, so that's frustrating. Skylanders Spyro Adventure versus Super Mario Brothers Wii version. I'll give it to the Wii version. I'm not a huge fan of that particular Mario, but I will move The Witcher on. Let's see, Gary's Mod. Yeah, Gary's Mod versus Alien Isolation. Gary's Mod. If you haven't done Gary's Mod, it's confusing because it's not like a game that's going to direct you anywhere. You just got to figure it out. Gang Beasts versus God of War. God of War, again, a great story, so we will go with that. Left 4 Dead 2, Black Flag. Come on, Black Flag obliterates it. Human Fall Flat versus Guitar Hero. Human Fall Flat, again, not greatest games of all time. It's going to win that matchup, though. GTA 4 versus Beat Saber. We're going to move GTA 4 on. Zelda, I'm going to put like Zelda in general versus Minecraft because there was no other Zelda games on there. Ocarina of Time, like I don't know why that's not on there. So we're going to call that. I'm going to move Zelda on, not by much though. Minecraft, again, one of the best games of all time. Apex is going to be Batman Arkham Knight, which I feel like Batman could do so much better. GTA 5 versus Bully, so we got a Rockstar matchup. GTA 5 moving on. We got another Rockstar, GTA San Andreas versus Sonic the Hedgehog. San Andreas. I think Sonic wasn't that big, but yeah. All right, Mario Kart Wii moves on against Titanfall. We're getting down there, folks. We're getting down there. Firewatch versus Forza Horizon 4. Like, I think, again, if you have not played Firewatch, which I don't think most people have or have even heard of, it is amazing. It's an amazing story. Like, just to sit down and just play. Like, I think you could probably play through it in like 4 hours if you just sat down and did it. It's really cool. So if you find a Saturday, download Firewatch and just play through it. It's super cool. It's a great story. Because there's zero replayability with just that story and that's it to it. Forza Horizon 4 will win. Plus, it's always changing seasons and there's new things, and so I'll give it to that. Super Mario Brothers Wii versus Final Fantasy X in specific, but I'm not sure which one 10 is. But by the time you got to 10, like I felt like the stories were getting a little better. Like I think it hit 7, and it was like, okay, that was the one like I really enjoyed. I think 10 actually is really good too. I will say 10. The Witcher versus Gary's mod. Witcher 3 again versus Gary's mod. I'm gonna go Gary's mod because of the stupid stuff you can do. It's so fun. Again, like I think my humor is kicking out here. All right, God of War versus Black Flag. So this is a good matchup, and because I don't know, I'm gonna go Assassin's Creed. I know God of War is great. Assassin's Creed 4, in my opinion, is it the best? In my opinion, Assassin's Creed like Brotherhood is probably the best, with Black Flag right there. 3. I mean, there's like 4 like really good Assassin's Creed games. So I'm gonna give it to that. GTA 4 versus Human Fall Flat. I will say GTA 4. Zelda versus Apex. Now, for me, because again, this is my list right now. There isn't much on Zelda. Plus, I don't have a Nintendo Switch, so I'm not currently playing newer stuff. Going back to like first gen type stuff and the original Zeldas and stuff, they're fun. To me, like replayability is a big deal. Like can I sit down and play this for a year and just play it a couple times a week? I can't do that with Zeldas. I can do that with Apex, and that's important to me. So the online stuff is a factor. GTA 5 and San Andreas. GTA 5, I don't know which, like the story mode. San Andreas story mode might be a little more awesome. The GTA 5 is a more clever idea because of the multiple protagonists, but GTA 5 Online has a million things you can do, and I still play it. At least right now, once or twice a month, I'm playing it. Not super much as what I used to over since what had come out. Like it's like 9 years old at this point, and they're still putting out DLCs, so it's pretty shocking. But man, Rockstar's milking that for every dime they can get out of it. But I'll say GTA 5. All right, Mario Kart Wii and Forza Horizon 4. Because like I'm just imagining like sitting down and like playing with friends or family or whatever. Mario Kart is so cool. Gary's mod, Final Fantasy X. I will say Final Fantasy again. I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy. I can respect it. It's gonna have to move on past Gary's mod, which is super fun. Again, if you've never done like prop hunts and stuff, so cool. Black Flag, GTA 4. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag versus GTA 4. I'm gonna say Assassin's Creed. I guess. Apex versus GTA 5. So this is a good like current matchup for me because these are two of the more popular games for me right now, at least. I will say like a greatest of all time, I'm going to move GTA 5 on. I mean, for sure, I think. Not to take anything away from Apex, because I love Apex. Respawn, I'm looking at you. I love you guys. Please send me stuff. Rockstar, I hate Respawn. Please send me stuff. EA, right? Rockstar, right? So, whatever. Anyway, moving on. I'm never going to get sponsored. Mario Kart, Final Fantasy. Like Mario Kart is so fun. Like I think I got to do Mario Kart. So GTA 5, Black Flag I think GTA 5, because again, the replayability with Black Flag, you just have to play through the story mode, which is massive. You can replay the story, try to like 100% it, find everything, and that takes a long time to explore because it's so massive. The ship battles are fun, but yeah, GTA 5 is just so big. Mario Kart Wii versus GTA 5 and the final four over here. I will say GTA 5. So what is our final matchup? So our final matchup, Super Mario Galaxy 2 versus GTA 5. Now, this is Super Mario Galaxy 2, but I did move it on past somebody because I said we'll pretend, yeah, it was Red Dead 2, right? We'll combine this as a whole and say Red Dead versus Super Mario Galaxy, right? So the franchise in itself. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, two of the top three Mario games right there in one, in my humble opinion. GTA 5, I mean, I could almost say, well, you got to include GTA 4. So I'm going to do this as a matchup of Super Mario Galaxy 2 because I think like all GTAs combined versus Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, I think GTA would win because there's so much there. Because you got to include San Andreas and Vice City and GTA 3 and 1 and 2 with the bird's eye view down. Amazing, right? I think, again, if I go back to like replayability, the story, and just everything in it, I think GTA 5 wins. I think GTA 5 wins my bracket of greatest games of all time. I don't want to download an image of it. So where's my finale here? Am I too low? There it is. All right. So GTA 5. Can I? Oh, I just clicked and made it the whole thing. So GTA 5 wins my bracket. So congrats to Rockstar and GTA 5. Again, an amazing game. And again, these are just my opinions, but feel free to comment, yell, roast me, whatever. That Roblox didn't move on, or I had somebody beating Minecraft, or I said Fortnite sucks, or I don't like horror games. So feel free to roast me there. Let me stop my sharing of the screen and go back to just my face. So again, thank you very much for watching and listening to this podcast, episode 2, and season 2, episode 2, right? All right, guys. Thanks. Later.